Well, hello, Aries. Aries, this is your what are we going to do of the way I'm feeling? What are we going to do about the way I'm feeling right now? So, Aries, this is how I'm feeling your energy right now, and it is representing the Three of Swords. So, I know all you guys are very familiar with this card. I know that all of you guys can relate to this card because of the situation you've went through, are going through, or soon will be going through, whichever it is for you, each sign. Each sign that represents with this would be water signs as well as fire signs. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with other fire signs. And I also feel like there's a lot of air signs in here too. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And in fact, we have Aries, Leo, Sag. So if you're dealing with one of those, I guess it could be all signs. Listen, it's not limited, but they're just the signs that I'm picking up very strong. So the first card that comes up here again is the Three of Swords. This talks about, in a general context, about representing being very unhappy, having a lot of heartache. Sorrow and sadness go with this. We know that the Three of Swords is a minor arcana card about grief, loss. Some of you, it's a very big part of your daily routine, creating depression. A lot of you have cried many tears over this situation. And as it appears, it also indicates that there's been quite some time, pretty much a period of time it's been very difficult, quite a hardship. And that's even on an emotional level. It's definitely indicating about an emotional level. Could this be about other things? Of course it could. But in general, the Three of Swords, definitely feeling betrayed, definitely feeling let down by somebody. A lot of you may have experienced a breakup or a loss of your job, or you had a falling out with a friend or family member. For some of you, this card is definitely something you're ready to get over. You're tired of feeling this way. For some of you, there's going to be quite a change to come. However, the first thing that you're going to have to deal with is going to be your position. And right now, your position looks like you're sitting as the Queen of Pentacles. So if you're sitting as the Queen of Pentacles currently in your situation, if that's how you're sitting, the Queen of Pentacles is a person who's very nurturing, usually very bright-heartedness, very resourceful. Yes, you are very resourceful, and you're very trustworthy. For a lot of you, you or this person that's around you is trying to make something happen. Definitely puts their mind to it and tries to really push through something. This is somebody who has a combination of positive earth energy, for sure. Definitely a lot of earth energy. With the Queen of Pentacles here, when you approach an issue or a problem, you do it very sensibly, very practically. Like practicality is always there, no matter what. There's no nonsense involved with you. But the outcome for you is usually successful, meaning that whatever it is that you work through or try to get through, it always ends up pretty much in your favor. Now, I can say, have you struggled before? Yes, you have. But I also feel like even though there has been a lot of worry, and that comes up here showing with the Nine of Swords. So even with the Nine of Swords, you definitely have had your share of worry, doubts. This is also talking pretty much about being by yourself or staying secluded. But at the same time, you had a fear. You might have had nightmares. You might keep seeing the same thing over and over again. You might be looking at the clock and keep seeing the same numbers. For a lot of you with the Nine of Swords, this fear and anxiety, it may also have to do with having to deal with negative events or something that may be actually happening right now. For some of you, you might be thinking that things are a lot worse than they really are due to your fears and anxieties. Your anxiety allows you to go to so many different levels that it's sometimes uncontrollable for you. Don't allow your mind to run away with you. Don't allow that feeling of anxiety or compulsiveness to make you make bad choices or decisions. Some of you allow your fear or your anger to let you make fast decisions that end up getting you in more trouble. For a lot of you, this Nine of Swords, this worry that you have, this guilt that you may be feeling, and even anguish, it does represent the pain. But the pain that you've generated within yourself. Now, unlike the Three of Swords where people are responsible for your pain, this card with the Nine of Swords talks about you being responsible for all this struggle that you're putting yourself through. Your mind right now is your worst enemy. It's allowing you to let your fears control the outcome. Now, the good news is the next card that comes up for you is the Magician card. And the Magician card, let me put it up in front of you. The Magician card is exactly what we need at this time. Because with the Magician card, something's moving to a new and deeper level. Probably a relationship, again, a friendship. It could be something in work. Something's changing, see? So where you thought it was doomsday and everything's over and you allowed your anxiety to create such a worry for you, the truth is, there are new beginnings starting for you. And if you're single, this is a good card to indicate that you're going to meet somebody new because it's a good time for you. Trust your intuition. For a lot of you, with this Magician, it's almost like the magician can be known as the juggler. The magician can be known as somebody who's trying to figure a way to make something happen or to make something work. Very creative ideas. Now, the Magician card itself talks about how smart, intelligent, logic, but also this signifies the drive and the inner strength that propels you to turn your dreams into reality. So just, Aries, when you thought things were at their worst or not going to work out, the truth is, guess what? Somebody's hanging around here. Somebody is hanging around. And this person that's hanging around may in fact be just the person that you need in order to get yourself to the next level. The Hangman card is a very decent card. This card can also give you strength or courage, but this card can talk about feeling suspended in the air almost. Almost in this matter, it could be talking about not really having any ties, not really being connected to anyone, not really being obligated to anybody at this time, kind of being free-spirited for some of you. Now, for some of you, this card, you might be in a situation that you're not really happy with. Or you may be feeling like you're stuck or in a rut or trapped. But something definitely was not making you happy for quite some time. But you have the power to release yourself from all of it. With the Hangman, this, I have to say, the Hangman himself, somebody is possibly around you, wanting to pay attention, to watch you, to see you even from a distance. This person may not be willing to let you go all the way. They may be distant from you or not communicating right now, but it doesn't mean they're not watching you. For some of you, you thought they were just gone, finished, done with. For some of you, this person may be dangling here and you may not see them. They may be passing by and you may not see them. They may be asking people that know you questions, but you don't know it. For some of you, it's almost like you're here by your own free will. Even though the tree was uprooted, or it also could be very down deep in the underworld, this tree that you're hanging from. Now let me just reverse this for a second. Let me just turn this around for a second to the upright position. But, where you're hanging on, and this looks like a broom here. And the reason it looks like that is because you're still holding on to the mess that was around you. You're still holding on to stuff that you should have let go of a long time ago. There's still some work to do, but you're not quite ready to move on it yet. You know that for some of you, this is about letting something go that's no longer serving you. But you're waiting for something. What is it that you're waiting to see? What outcome are you waiting for? Are you waiting to see if they change their mind? Are you waiting to see if they change the way they are? Are you waiting to see how things line up? Do you feel tied up? Because there's a chain here with a lock. Can you see it? Are you feeling like you're locked here? Like you have to stay there? Like somebody won't let you go? Somebody won't release you? Or you can't release yourself with your emotions or your feelings? What is your struggle? Let me get your last card here. So your last card comes up as the Knight of Wands. As the Knight of Wands, seems to me either you've turned your back on a situation. Also with the Knight of Wands, maybe it has to do with career. Maybe you have a deep desire to have it all, to get a lot of money, to have a lot of success, to grow your channel, to become the biggest YouTuber there is. For some of you, it could be about love and relationship. For some of you, when it comes to your health and your physical body, it's actually a good card. It means things are going better. So if this is about your health and you're worried about your health, things are going to improve. But as far as the Knight of Wands goes, its meaning is pretty much clear because it's something or someone in your life is about to enter or quickly leave. So just know this. Whoever's in your life, someone or something, whichever way this makes sense to you, somebody's about to quickly either leave or somebody's about quickly to come in. This card can be either kind of called the Prince of Wands, the Son of Wands, or the Battens. However, the meaning is all the same with all of them. But wondering who is this Knight of Wands? As a person, this Knight of Wands is an adult. It's somebody around 20 to 30, 33 years old. Usually a male. Somebody very charming, very adventurous, very energetic. This person is described as being very warm and exciting. Also could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. Definitely somebody who's fearless, but very confident, very self-assured, thinks that he knows best. He's definitely a man of action. So like I said, somebody's coming in or somebody's leaving. Now you might wonder, well, how can I get this person to do what I want them to do? What's their weakness? This person, their weakness or their obstacle in life, when this person appears in a negative or weakness or a troubling time, it might mean that even for you, if this card is representing you, it might mean that you're overdoing something. You're doing too much. You are the risk of serious burnout because you've not yet managed to balance your energy. You're either 100 points over doing overtime, or you're not working at all. Or you're loving somebody so much you become obsessive, or you're not loving them at all. You take things completely to the extreme. You have to be careful. Again, you're going too fast or you're doing too much. Slow down. Let it take its course. You're going to get a lot of information to come to you very soon. Now remember, for some of you, this Knight of Wands, they're holding this wand or rod in the right hand for a reason. They're wearing that hat. But you got to remember, there's a lot of enthusiasm here, a lot of energy. This card also, for the last information, could be dealing with a Sagittarius, could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be dealing with a Virgo. Be careful, could be dealing with a Libra. But this person believes that they know the right way. They know what to do. They know what to do next. They believe they have it all under control. This person is very spontaneous. Also, this person's very handy too. They do a lot with their hands, if that makes sense to you. So be careful. There's also some changes possibly coming for you in the form of travel or change in your environment, change where you live. You may be moving. You may be making a new purchase of some sort. But pay attention to the signs that are all around you. But Aries, for now, please understand that these cards, these messages, all talk about you wanting something to change, someone wanting to come in very quickly, or somebody is going to leave a relationship very quickly. And if it is for you single Aries out there, then there is a new relationship, a new beginning, a fresh start coming right around the corner for you. So Aries, this was your extra reading.